Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maina and I'm an international student here in Hungary. I came to Hungary through the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship, and in this video I'm going to share my first year experience living and studying here in Hungary. I'll talk about what it was like applying, my arrival in Hungary, student life, academics, cultural experiences, and some challenges I faced along the way. So if you're thinking of applying for the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship, or if you're just curious about what life is like for an international student here in Hungary, then this video is definitely for you. So let's get started. So first of all, I first heard of the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship in the year 2022. That was from my brother, and that was the same year that I graduated from high school. So I decided to apply for the year 2023-2024 academic year for the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship, but unfortunately I wasn't lucky enough to get the scholarship. So I decided to not give up and applied for the 2024-2025 scholarship, and I was lucky enough to get this scholarship. It wasn't an easy process. I had to apply and go for a lot of interviews and through all the nomination processes. I did all my entrance exams for the University of Debrecen, and I thank God that I was awarded this scholarship 1 year later, which was now last year, that I had to apply for the visa and come to University of Debrecen for my program. So as I had said, it was not an easy process. I'll also upload a video that I had made a bit earlier about my application process, which was such a rough experience, but do not give up. If you are planning to apply for this scholarship, do not lose hope. And a lot of people will be applying, but there is some chances that you are going to get this scholarship. So after application and awardment of this scholarship, I had to start preparing for my travel to Hungary. So I applied for my visa, which also took a little bit of time. And in September, I boarded the plane to come here in Hungary. That was such a great experience. It was my first time to board an aeroplane or going outside of my country. So it was such an amazing experience being carried by an aeroplane for my first time. Luckily, I had friends and who we came with. I really thank them for that, because if I was alone, I know it could have been difficult navigating through all the airports and connections. So we came as a group, and so it was a bit much easier. And I would also recommend the same for you if you're planning to apply for this scholarship. So I landed in Budapest, I think in the 4th of September last year. That was at least almost a year ago. So I have had already 1 year, and that's why I'm making this video about my experience here in Hungary for the past 1 year. So that 1 year ago, I landed in Budapest at around 4th of September, and upon landing, I was in a different country. I was a bit confused, but as I had said, luckily I had friends, and luckily I did not have to commute by myself from Budapest airport to Debrecen. I had booked a troubleshooter, which is a navigation company or an organization that ferries students from the airport to the university with a private fund. So I paid through this troubleshooter to take my luggage, and me too. We were picked at the airport also as a group, and we were taken to Debrecen and arrived in Debrecen in the evening. So I got to a hotel, and also I had to chill for the first days, familiarize with the city. There were some culture shocks here and there. I was amazed to see cars that I had never seen. So it was such a nice experience the first days, but also the homesick started hitting, but not that hard. I had to do this. So yeah, that was my application and arrival here in Hungary. So after arrival, we had the orientation at the University of Debrecen. Familiarizing with the city and the school was not that hard for me. Luckily, I had friends, and I thanked them for showing me around Debrecen, showing me around the different stores, the cheapest options if you are around Debrecen. They also showed me around the school. Also, the University of Debrecen has the Stipendium Hungaricum mentorship program, which has you can select mentors who will be showing you around the school and even how to settle in Debrecen. So they were really helpful, and I'd also recommend you to sign up with the mentorship program, which was really nice. And also, so settling down for me was not such a difficult process. So we went for the orientations around the second week after I arrived in Debrecen, and that's when the studies were supposed to begin. So this leads me to the that part of this video, which was the academic experiences here in Hungary. So the second week, around the 9th of September, is when we started our classes, and unfortunately my course was not in the main campus as I had thought. So we had my campus was in Bosormeni Street, just a few kilometers or meters from the main campus. So we had to go to the classes, and we were also not so many in my class. So basically what happens in the academics, so they have the Hungarian students being taught separately from the English or international students. So we had our course by our own, and then we had the Hungarian students were, of course, a lot than us. I was in a class of around 13 students, while the Hungarian students of the same program were around 70 and above. So the teaching styles were really nice. We had to go for physical classes, and the classes were also pretty nice. But for us, we didn't use the largest halls. There were these big halls for the students, for the classes with a lot of numbers with students, and also some of the classes for the few students. And this was really nice. We could hear the teacher and communicate, and also interact with the teachers. If you had questions, we could ask the teachers, and they were also really helpful. The teachers were really good if you ask questions during the examination wise, and they were really nice to hear all our opinions regarding various issues. So they were really nice during the teachings and even during the examination periods. So the language I studied in English, and if you're an international student, you have to submit at least you have to submit an English proficiency certificate to show that you can understand studying in English. So I was taught in English as well as the other international students in my class, and I didn't face any challenges with that. So the facilities, the school had really nice libraries. My campus specifically also constructed later a really beautiful and with a good environment, a library inside the facility, the faculty, and also the main campus had had one main library in the main building, and also had a learning center and a life science building, which you could go there to do your research or look at some of the books and even study at your own free time. So that's one thing I appreciate about the University of Debrecen, and I guess most of the schools here in Hungary. So apart from the academics, we also had like housing or the student life, campus student life in Debrecen. This was not really challenging. Making friends, some of it was a bit difficult. So apart from the academics, also we had like the campus student life. You know, you have to enjoy life even in campus for your mental health and even for your well-being. So making friends was really a little bit hard for me because you came to find people from all parts of the world, and if you are an introvert, then it's gonna be a bit hard for you to make friends. But this also depends on you and how you socialize with people. So I joined some of the sports and clubs to get to know more people, and I play volleyball, so I joined a club in later in the year in Debrecen. So I made Hungarian friends there too, and I was able to network with also students from different parts of the world. So there are also student organizations you could join, like ISEC and such, or the Stipendium Hungaricum Mentorship Program, which is basically a really nice platform to socialize and meet new people and even make friends. So for me, it was not that hard to make friends later in the year as it was before, like early in the year. It was really hard to know people and even interact with these people since you don't know each other. So also like the housing and apartment, I lived in the dorm for the first year, and it was really cheap in the dorms. So I'd prefer you to apply for a dorm, but if you don't get it, well and good. The Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship offers a 40,000 thousand forints for the accommodation allowance, as well as now upon your pocket money, which is 43,000. So for me now, since I lived in dormitory, it was free of charge, so I didn't have to pay for any rent at the end of the month. But I only received the stipend, which was 43,000 for my upkeep here in Hungary. So that's all about housing and apartment, and also the campus student life here in Hungary. So not forgetting, the University of Debrecen had also most events to bring students together, and such concerts and like the U Day or the Oktoberfest or even the food day for the University of Debrecen. They were really such good events. I attended the U Day, and if you'd like to see some of the experiences at the U Day, I made one video last year regarding the U Day, and this year also was just passed some few weeks ago. So if you'd like to see, watch that video and see how the experience in the U Day really looks like. So cultural experience here in Hungary, I faced some of the culture shocks here, and even the difference in culture here. Also, adjusting to the Hungarian culture and lifestyle was not that easy. Remember here, I came to find different foods, different language, which was one of the challenges here, the language barrier. Most of the people who speak English are only in the capital city, which is Budapest. But here in Debrecen, most speak in Hungarian. So it was really hard for me to communicate with Hungarians, mostly who are mostly in the stores, in the hospitals, and that was one of the biggest challenge here in Debrecen. But over and over, we had Hungarian classes, which at least isn't my communication with the Hungarians here. And now I got to make a lot more friends of Hungarians here. So also food, they had, you know, Hungarian has some of the best cuisines here in Hungary. I haven't had to taste all of them even with this 1 year here in Hungary, but I have gotten to eat some or have some of their cuisines like the brassoi, and my favorite is a kind of pastry called kakaoszchiga, which is a pastry made with chocolate with it. So I have had that, but one of the most famous food, which is goulash, I haven't yet gotten to have it. Also, but I have had langosh and also a chimney cake, which is also one of my favorite Hungarian dishes. So that's all about the Hungarian. Also, some of the culture shocks is these people, some of them, or most of them smoke, and it was a bit really hard when going through crowds of people outside the school, and or everyone was smoking, and you have to go, you know, being the passive smoker. So it wasn't such a easy process adjusting to these people. So yeah. So the scholarship benefits, the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship offers 40,000 and 43,000, 40,000 for the accommodation allowance and 43,000 for your monthly stipend. But if you live in the dormitory, then you don't have to pay for the rent, and they won't be giving you the 40,000 forints for the accommodation. So this money, as I have mentioned in a lot of videos, is not really enough, and we had to like work for more or ask for more of support from your parents or from your home country or from anyone that your guardians. So for me, we and most of the students here, we had to work, which is also allowed under the student or permit or the study permit. So we could work to get extra money or for our extra expenses. So it was a bit hard getting jobs here. For first of all, you have to get the most important documents. If you'd like to know these documents, I also made a video. I will link it up here regarding some of the documents required for the you know, for the application of jobs as a student. So so the scholarship also only covers for the accommodation, which is not really enough, and also your monthly stipend also, which is not enough. And the cost of living here is really high. At least it's a bit cheaper in the Budapest and its environs, but this also depends from city to city. So I also made a video regarding the student budget here in Hungary. I'll also link up here for this video if you'd like to, or if you're interested to study here in Hungary. So that was all about it, about the financial cost and the scholarship benefits here in under the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship. So Hungary is centrally located here in Europe, and so it's very much easier to get to other countries. I've been to Germany and also some of the neighboring countries like Slovakia. So with a study or with a residence permit or a visa here in Hungary qualifies you to have a Schengen visa, and this allows you to travel into other other Schengen countries here in Europe. So they are around 26 to 27. So you can go to France, you can go to Germany, you can go to any country visa free, provided it's a Schengen free country. So it's pretty much accessible to travel outside the country. I've seen my friends going to even a lot of countries out here, from Switzerland to Finland to Sweden. So it's such a big opportunity and advantage for international students here studying here in Hungary, and I've enjoyed this, and I don't take this for granted. And for the remaining few years, I'll try to make much use of this time that I have here before I get back to my home country. So that's all about the travel and exploration. So my experience has been really nice, going to different countries, meeting new people, and even learning a lot. Learning that not only one language that is in this world, but different languages. Also, the 4 seasons, which I had mentioned in another video, I had not we had not experienced 4 seasons back in my country, and so during winter and summer, I got to experience some of the most extreme temperatures and climates or weather conditions. So in winter, it was really cold, and my hands were frozen, my body was frozen. And also in summer, I was really sweating, and it was so uncomfortable during the month of July, and I think and some parts of August. So winter was also very cold in January and December, and this also was a bit challenging to me. And I had also mentioned this in another video, but now I have to get prepared really well now that I have already settled here in Hungary for this coming winter season. Right now we are in autumn, so I hope I have enough time to prepare well for the upcoming winter season. So that's all for my experience here in Hungary for the past 1 year. I hope to make another video at the end of my second year to tell you about how it is going. And before that, even within the second year, I'll also be uploading videos. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more upcoming videos. I'd also like to diversify my content to different content regarding studying here in Hungary, not just Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship. So I'd like to know your opinions down in the comment section below. So if you'd like to see more of Hungary, please let me know, and I'll make sure that I keep you updated on studying here in Hungary. So like this video if it was helpful, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Ciao.